Peace, fam. How are you? Hope all is well. You might wrap this up because I told you I got something to do at 4, right? So earlier today, when I get up in the morning, a lot of times, like right now, because it's getting nice and chilly, get some coffee, feel the sun, get you some melanin juice, right? And I like to write, right? So today, I'm going to start off, right, with these words. I clap all of you niggas and leave you flat, and all the rest of you bitch ass niggas gonna fall the fuck back. Cause we blood brothers, right? That's what Ado says. It ain't got shit to do with a gang. It's a lineage. Don't forget it, right? So this is my thing. A lot of people out here right now, to me, right, seem like they're in tune, right? But they out of touch, right? So they gotta turn their frequency up and raise their vibrations, right? To get where we are in this moment, right? The majority of us, we here, they still got their foot, one foot in white supremacy, right? And then one foot in revolution. So my question was, why vote? Um, and why I say that because I really don't care about the politics of what's going to happen here. No matter if Trump's the president, no matter if Biden's the president, they are not my Lord and Savior, right? So, but my question, why I ask that, right? Because there's a lot of Black Americans out here, um, pooling their money, pulling their resources together, right, and doing great things, right? So if those who are out here still trying to convince us, right, to go with politics instead of follow the nation's agenda, right, then you understand that they haven't gotten an invitation, right, to the Black Party, Black American Party, point blank, period. There's a lot of shit going on out here in these streets, right? And you could tell who is just really in the house and who's on the fucking ground, right? You can just tell by their behavior. And then one thing I'm gonna say, I'm just focused right now on 13 colonies because a lot of this other shit is just a sure shot to hell, right? We out here getting organized, get land, retreat back to our ancestors' land, right? And get out of Babylon all over this country, right? Because it's going down, it's going to plummet, right? It will, no matter who's president, right? I just wanted to get this because I saw this early and I don't even want to waste too much time because I really ain't into celebrities and all that bullshit, right? But I just want Vlad to know, right? You know what I want Vlad to know? I want Vlad to know, right? He's mad because his uh, ancestors, right, weren't black, right? He's a Ukrainian, right? He is an original man who is supposed to possess that land. But that's a story for another day. See, these, we know what happened up there in y'all neck of the woods, Vlad. See, because you like putting our peeps on Front Street, but a lot of us out here, we know our history, right? Don't come for us like that. You're going to stop coming for us. You're going to stop coming for us. You're going to stop being the devil's attack dog, right? And the devil's agent who comes amongst us like the Muhammad and master us only to put us back into slavery. Niggas better watch you. I don't see how they even allowed you in our circle, uh, the way you carry on and behave about black people. Anyway, later for him. Let's ease on down the road uh, with the bozo shit, right? Because homie don't play that with these sexual demons. Uh, we got head honchos, right? So that Wizard of Oz shit, they could have followed the motherfucking rainbow and keep it moving, right? The bozos can keep it moving because homies don't play that. We don't care who's president, because we're adamant about never betraying our ancestors, right? For some butter biscuits, right? No, we don't want no left butter biscuits. We don't want no right butter biscuits, right? God's wrath is universal, right? In the ocean, in the oceans, there's not but one. Yeah, mhm, in the ocean, there's not one, right? But two hurricanes, right? Forming in the ocean, and they're coming up through Louisiana, and they're gonna make their way up, right? So, whatever COVID doesn't kill, I'm quite sure when the Orisha, Oya comes through and cut down the path in the form of winds and hurricanes and tornadoes, right? Clearing the path for Athos. These are our ancestors. That's their magic. That's their power. So, definitely got COVID. Got two. We just really getting into the hurricane season, and you see what's happening, right? Yo, cause y'all keep playing with us. Y'all keep playing with us, right? So, people have came here, right? From near and far and never, right, recognize the blood, right, of our ancestors spilt all over this country, right? They come here, they train to do these certain jobs or whatever. They can't quote uh, anything from the Constitution. They don't know our Pledge of Allegiance. They don't know your grand old flag. You name it, right? So they just come here and think that they can come on a land, right, with bones and blood soaked all through this place of 400 years, right, and shit, right, on their descendants, right? It really do. But your days is numbered with that shit too, right? Um, they try to divide us, right? They try to divide us with the race, right? George Floyd, right? And they try to come at us, sex, LGBTQ, right? Then they came at us um, in the age, right? Do you want your old civil rights Negro, or you want your Nat Turner 2020 Negro? That's what they was asking us, right? And they tried to divide us by creed, right? By the oaths, right? That are foreign to America, right? So you got all of these things in civil rights that our beloved brother Martin Luther King, right, um, took bullets for, right, to see us with a better future, right? And when it was all said and done, right? They still took that bill and said, "Fuck y'all, we ain't giving y'all shit. We're gonna give it to these new ones that we're gonna bring in here by the boatloads to outnumber you, to outvote you, right, and to replace you, right?" And they got the cat in the bag. They got the cat in the bag, right? In the numbers, but you know what? Pharaoh, right? The more Pharaoh killed them, right, their numbers increased. I heard somebody say, "Oh, they got the numbers." The more Pharaoh killed them, their numbers increased. Never forget that, right? Um, I think it's all for them to just have a seat, sit down, and pay attention to what's going on with us in America, right? Um, because trying to use um, all all of those things, right, as a mental weapon to attack our emotions, to cause us to react, right, without thinking things through, especially critical things through, right, before making a decision. So we got that, right? So they're gonna have to stop being rude while God, right, is sending them the message. Sooner or later, they telling everybody shut the fuck up. But when them hurricanes and that bubonic plague, along with that pandemic, because they said it's getting ready to get worse, the number of body counts going back up. Y'all know that, right? So that's get ready to happen. Black man, let me show you something. Right? Let me show you something they did to y'all today. Right? Let me see if you can see that. What is that? LAPD, right? Sure y'all got that. Yeah, LAPD arrest two and looking for another suspect, right? Looking for another. Oh, part. So, give me a second. Anyway, LAPD looking for two men. They got two. Looking for another one, right? I'm gonna show you the photos. Let me show you the photos they got up here. These are photos. Y'all see that? Look how they got y'all in the media, black man, once again, right? This is all political. Look what they would put, look what they did. And you know what was unique when I went in there to look at the pictures, right? Two of them had a facial recognition, the other one didn't. So that was kind of strange, right? Oh, black man, you're under attack. You have became the face of crime all over again, not only by your right wing enemy, but your left one too, okay? Don't worry, universe is on your side. Your sisters, I heard them say, one of the sisters said, let black women have their moment. We could never we could never have a moment without our king on our side. Can't build a kingdom without the black man on your side, right? You could be a pawn for your enemy, but you cannot build, right, without duality, right? So understand, black man, that we watching. Don't give up on your sisters. We're watching, right? And we're doing the knowledge, and we're creating solutions to get you out of this hellhole that these mammies, right, have been helping white supremacy put you in since slavery. Put it that way. So, if one was already plugged into the universe, right, like they say they are consciously, right, then there's no way they would be questioning the powers that be, right? You would think not. You would think these people running around here with these supreme names or these high highly educated government names, you would think, right, that they're in tune with the universe. However, when I first started, I came out, right, and I says a lot of people that's in tune but out of touch with reality of what's going on here, right? So if one was plugged in with the universe, then they would know what fucking time it is on the cosmic clock, on Chinese clock, on the in the houses of Israel, uh, uh, the Rishis, right? The Western astrology. They would know all of that shit. They would know that right now that we're in the constellation of Corona, right? Anyway, so yeah, they wouldn't be trying to convince us to be out here. If they was really in tune with what's going on with black people out here, I don't give a fuck who they are, how long they've been loyal to their motherfucking political party. It should not be about politics right now, right? It's about nation building. It's about coming together, nation building, right? Because they done built up an army against you, right? And you still trying to join the team. Go figure, right? So, and we're building, right? And what we're building is solid, right? It can't be penetrated like these old movements, right? Because everybody is somewhere doing their own individual thing, and they know when the moment is right, we unite, right? Because when you don't have a leader, they don't know who and what to attack, right? Put a leader out there and see how long he become a Khaled, he become a Malcolm, he become a Malcolm X, right? So we already know about that little set 'em ups, right? We ain't going for none of that shit moving forward, right? Nope, I don't think so. Um, and we want, we need to have this conversation, and I will do a build on it about the biracials, right? About the biracials who come amongst us, right? And pretend to be us, right? But then you gotta ask yourself the question, who raised them, right? Who raised them? And their behavior will let you know, right? If they will become, right? An ally, right? Or a spy of Mississippi. We've been telling y'all about this for the longest time, right? And now we got enemies left, right, far, and near. You still don't get it. It's not that I don't have no problems with biracial. I have biracial grandchildren, right? But one time, one of my grandchildren told her sister, right? Her other sister, my mom said, we're better than you because we're light skinned, right? And her mother is Italian and black, right? And she told my dark skinned granddaughter that, right? So I had to give them, so I had to give her a reality check, right? And her mother, right? Because you got the game fucked up if people come around here and disrespect the black woman, right? And then to teach your child that at a young age, right? Already showed me what you are in your age. So that's what I'm speaking about with that. There's no malice there, right? I'm just letting you know. Time will tell. We ain't got time to waste on neutrinoids, right? Uh, soon, right? Soon we'll all be um, moving forward to our ancestral grounds, right? And we'll gather around the oak trees, right? As the women dance and the men play new invented music that the world cannot mimic, or instruments, put it that way, A lot of babies are playing with their nappy hair with dandelions in them, right? Everybody in a trance, everybody on the same frequency, right? Living what? Heaven on earth. That's our goal, right? We don't know about where y'all frequency at on this planet right about now, but that's where our mindset is headed, right? Minus politics now. Um, you got to think, when I say law, I'm not saying a law as in no Arab God, okay? When I say a law, I'm talking about my own arm, leg, arm, head that the universe uses as a vehicle, right, to do its work, right? A lot of times you gotta know if you are the one that command, you command the earth. The earth doesn't command you. There are a lot of people. Hold on for a second. Pardon me, you guys. What do you want? I'm on a live. You gotta go. Hey, bro, how are you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm on a live, so you gotta go. He in the middle of my conversation, right? These kids, I don't even know where he caught me. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I think my arm, leg, arm, half of being the vehicle, right? That the universe used, right, to bring forth uh, certain messages to my people. And I don't even like my messages to be symbolic to anybody else's. My thoughts are my own. They are synthetic. They are raw. They are pure. You will know, right? If somebody is using something I said, something, I've done, I just, I've learned to be a unique fingerprint, right? I don't want to be like the social norm, put it that way, right? And I'm doing just fine, doing just lovely, doing just fine, Miss Millie. Um, so now we gotta get to the meat of it, right? So, Julia Brown, right, was one of the most powerful Black American voodoo high priestess, right, of Louisiana, right? She healed the sick and she punished the enemies, right? Many times with the help pie, right? Uh, she would sit in a rocking chair and sing, right? Everybody that, I don't know, got mosquitoes out here. I put some cedar wood on, they still go crazy. But everybody said they were the ones who, we'll get to that part. But they said that it was just eerie. You walk past her house and she would be singing, right? She would sing, uh, one day I'm gonna die, right? I see him. One day I'm gonna die and take this whole town with me, right? And um, I saw a mosquito, pardon me, you guys. I can't be bit by those things. No. So, yeah, she used to sing that, right? She said, one day I'm going to die and I'm going to take the whole town with me, right? And on the day she returned, right, she took just about the whole town, right? She left a few to bear witness, right, to tell a story of Julia Brown. Um, I find myself in her frequency a lot now, right? Seeing what's going on in America, right? and know the powers that be of my ancestors, right? With my ancestors, right? Still in tune. Still can go out and tell which herb is poison, which one is medicine, right? So I find myself as America Fall, right? Singing her song. Because the day we leave here, everybody going, whole thing is going to be operation shut down. Know that, right? So yeah, I find myself sometimes, it's just a warning. It's warning, right? For those, right, who are in tune but out of touch, right? I'm going to tell you what time it is, right? Uh, at channel 99. Know what that 100th channel represents, right? So, when we running to and from the earth, our ancestors were grounded, right? Leaving their high frequency all over this planet. The devil has been trying to master things that's out of their control, right? Like God's head honchos. They set up the devil's doctors, lawyers, nurses, ministers, and cremators and named them institutions. And they gave the nurses the highest positions because it was she who was responsible for sticking the pins in our baby's head. So as they grew, uh, they would fear the devil, right? Even as a grown woman or man. I'm the high priestess, right? I'm the high priestess that comes, right? And take the pins out of your head, right? That's my thing. I'm here to remove those pins. I'm here to lift the veil, right, off your eyes, right? So instead of you just being in tune, right, and not in touch, right, of the source, direct source, my job to come through, right? And that high priest is going to take them pins out of your hair, out of your head. I'm going to do that to all of those who has died, right? And give them a rebirth, because you can be resurrected from the dead, because that's never been, right, a form of death physically. It's a form of death mentally. That's what we mean when we say wake up, right? So that's what I'm here to do, until everybody is up there at channel 99, right? And we can move forward in unison without all of these uh, people interfering in our business, right? So we're going to do there. What we're going to do. I'm still be singing Julia Brown's song, right? And chanting the ancestors, right? And working with the living, right? To bring the cure, right? For this pandemic. That being said, you guys keep your vibrations high. I'm out of here. These mosquitoes tore my ass up. I got to love you guys. Be out here getting tore up by these mosquitoes. I got cedar wood and stuff like that on. These mosquitoes is ghetto. You know, these 2020 mosquitoes. I don't know. That being said, keep your vibrations high. We'll with you guys later.